Hi guys, welcome to Peace Be Blessed. As always, this is Ricky Jesse coming to you live from West Hollywood. But anyways, my lesson today will be on cause and effect in the spiritual way, and just wanting to discuss the way that people perceive cause and effect in regards to life, your normal everyday life. So of course, let's say in a relationship or in a friendship, you would have a cause. So then it starts off as a relationship, a good friendship, and then an effect of it would probably be an argument or something that kind of strays you from that relationship or friendship or whatnot. My revelation comes to me from reading A Course in Miracles. And it gave me a revelation on how life really works as far as cause and effect. In A Course in Miracles, it teaches that cause and effect really are non-existent, because you're always going to go back to the issue, which is a cause, and it's really never going to get effects, only what you give to them. So in the way that I see this working is that, let's say I have a relationship, right, with someone, and for some reason that person just doesn't, like me or doesn't care for me. So we have the cause. And in the beginning of the relationship, there's me, that other person, plus, of course, God, universe. So then that's the center of it all, right? We're all together in this universal, spirit way of seeing things. So, okay, so there's God, there's me, and then there's that person, which, was created, everything under the sacred contract with God. So then let's say we start going, we start having issues, and so we start separating ourselves. That's where the separation comes. And so we start not agreeing on things, we start seeing things differently, and it causes a rift between two people, right? And so it starts creating problems. And from that cause, from the God relationship that we had, it starts breaking down into effects. So it looks like we separated, right? And we became different entities per se. And so then it starts creating more effects, the anger, the hatred, and all this. And then we start keeping it in ourselves, in our memories. And we start, every time that we think of that person, we get angry. We go back to the past. And we really never find a solution to it, because we think, okay, am I willing to forgive this person? Am I not willing to forget that person? Has this person forgiven me? Has this person not forgiven me? So we've made it a thing of cause and effect, right? And in reality, there's only cause. There's no such thing as effect, because once you put effect into play, then you're saying that we're separate individuals, that we're not that oneness that God created all along. So where you have a question, you will always find the answer. The answer and the question are not separate. They're in the same line. That's the same way with cause and effect. So in order for you to resolve that issue, you have to go back to the beginning, which was the cause, which was the connection to God. And in that connection, which is spirit, which is where this body form doesn't take any sort of vengeance on anyone, because you're spirit and you're connected to God, there's nothing wrong that person did, or nothing wrong that you did, leading to a place of pure peace, of pure knowledge and pure understanding of what the essence of God really is. And in the essence of God, none of us are separate. The only thing that separates us is by us thinking that this body is one that's playing the important part in our way of being, right? So we give too much emphasis to this body form. We think that the body is the one that carries everything, not understanding that this is just a navigational tool that takes us through this world, which is called Earth. But in all actuality, if we're eternal beings, we never stop being who we are, which is children of God, if you want to call it that, which is, the creator within God, the little tiny speck that God created, whatever you want to call it, you're still that. And this body form is just a tool that you're using. So if we go back to the cause and effect way of thinking, the cause is God altogether, and we are of God, and we're all children of God, and we're all creators. So if one person did you wrong, or you see another person as not being quite like you because you think that you're better than them, or or you get that mentality that they did something to you, always keep in mind that cause and effect are really not, they can't come into play, because in reality the only issue is cause. And if you go back to that, to the cause, which is God, we're all eternal beings, and we all are made in perfection. So going back to the cause and effect, an easy way for you to look at forgiveness is by making yourself go back to whatever caused that fight. And if you go back to that situation and realize that when you started in your contract, your sacred contract with God, and you go back and it's like, let's put it as like in like a race of some sort. So you both went and you were with God, and then God says, go. At that point, God is telling you, you have something so big that you can either make flourish, and you can go along with it as being love and understanding that person at every level. If you think that person has hurt you, then you're gonna let it hurt you. You're gonna let that person hurt you. But remember, you're the dreamer. And you're the dreamer of your dream, and you're gonna let that person do whatever you're dreaming that they're doing to you. Because in reality, no one can hurt you unless you give them permission. And when we all go back to the cause, life goes round, right? So it's always gonna come back to the same thing. And in the cause and effect, it's gonna go back to the cause. And every time you go back to the cause, you'll realize that there was nothing there hurting you but your own self. Because no other body form has the advantage over you, and no other body form can really hurt you, only yourself. And when you all go back to that cause place, which would be the connection to God or the universe, whatever you folks want to call it. I use many names for God. I use the essence, I use a consciousness, I use God, I use universe. But whatever you do choose to call it, is where the cause is gonna be. So if you go back to that, you will see that person clearly for who they are, and you will understand that there was maybe a reason for that person being in your life and showing you this side, and then it all becomes a miracle. It all becomes a gift from everybody always giving you miracles, and you seeing the understanding and not really going with the fear part of life, which would be the hatred, the anger. Because forgiveness is done within a second, within the time limit that you want to give it. But if you go back to the cause where it all started, to God, you'll see that you'll be able to see that person more clearly for who they are. And this is my lesson on cause and effect. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me via my website, which is peacebeblessed.com. I will be changing my show format a little bit. As I grow, I will be taking in topics, and I will try to help others out there with their needs as far as like their spiritual growth. I'm not here to change your mind to think any other way than just to make you see things differently. And hopefully I can help you as well as you helping me. So in the months coming along, I'm going to start requesting people call in, maybe via Skype. And we're going to try to start a program so that I can start helping people with the things that have been revealed to me. And my journey has been a long one. I've been doing this for many years. So I'm hoping to share my life with you. And if you give me permission, I'll be more than happy to try to help you in any way that I can. So have a good week, and we'll be seeing you soon, guys. Have a good weekend. Peacebeblessed.com. Bye.